Everybody, it's Linda here. I put this card on my blog yesterday and everybody asked how I did this ribbon decoration. So as promised, I'm going to show you using 3 different types of ribbon. This one is a white organza with the satin trim. This is I can't remember the name of this, but it's similar to seam binding, but it's got kind of like a silky feel to it. And then this is satin ribbon, narrow. So I just thought I would go through with you. I've only cut a small piece of white because I want to show you how to finish it. And the first thing you need to do is cut a length of ribbon. I usually do mine about 1 yard, but for this one I've only done a little bit, about 18 inches I would imagine, maybe 14, 16 inches. So what you first do is you get to the centre of your ribbon and you loop it at the top, and then what you do is you loop it like that. Can you see? You loop it like that, holding on to the centre with your thumb and forefinger. You make a loop with this, your right hand side, and pull it through this loop, and then tighten it this side so you get a loop like that. And then this one you gather together to make another loop like rabbit's ears and put it through the other rabbit's ears and pull this down to keep it tight. Make this rabbit's ears a bit bigger, then make another rabbit ear and you loop that through like that. And then you pull this one tight so it sits quite nice, flat. So can you see how flat it is? And then you just proceed going from left to right. I understand that I'm left-handed and appreciate that, but it will work whether you start the left-hand side or the right-hand side. And you just continue doing that, always making sure that before you pull this loop wider to fit the other loop in, you tighten it so it sits nice and flat. And then you do the same again with that loop until you're happy with the length that you want. So I've pulled that through. This is going to be the last one for this one, and then this will go through this loop, if I can just manage to do that. Get this ribbon through. And then what I do to finish it off, I pull this one through and I can't remember, and then I'll pull that one. What I do is I turn it round and I kind of cross them across each other, fold them back down, and then I use a glue dot to hold them together at the back, and then just snip off the excess. And then to hide the join here, as with this one, I used a pearl, or you could put a flower there. So that's the white one. You can use various different widths of ribbon. Just play and experiment until you're happy with what you've done. Now this is quite a long piece of pink satin ribbon, and I'll go through it again with you. So you loop them together so it resembles the breast cancer ribbon, and you take the one the piece of the side of the ribbon that's over, and you loop it, make a rabbit's ear and loop it through, and then just tighten that one off there like that. And then on the opposite side to the rabbit's ear you've just done, you do another one, and then do that and just tighten that one up. Don't know what's happened here, just bear with me a minute. Let me start again, because that didn't go right. So I loop that one up to there. That's what I didn't do, I didn't tighten this one. It's easy to start. Then you put your rabbit's ear through the other one. I'm not doing it right, sorry. There we are, that's it. I've got it now. I suppose because I've always done mine with organza ribbon, this is just an experiment for me with satin ribbon. Put that up there, and you tighten this rabbit's ear which it's gone through. Get hold of your ribbon, make a rabbit's ear, put that through, and tighten this one off, the other one, so it goes through. So depending on this width of your ribbon depends on the width of your embellishment for your card. It's quite easy to do, and I hope you can get it. I mean, please ask me any questions, leave a message, and I will answer your questions. And I must also say that this isn't my invention, I must admit. I saw this a couple of years ago. Somebody made this from Mayflower. And I've tried to find the YouTube, but I've not been successful. So because a lot of people have asked me how to do it, I decided to do my own quick tutorial. And it's just really easy, and it's nice to do while you're sitting watching television as well. I don't know about you, but if I just can't sit and watch television. I've got to be doing something. And always remember, once you've done one side, you go and do another side, and just think of it as rabbit's ears, because they do look like rabbit's ears, don't they? Hey? And that's it. And you just go for as long as you want it to be. With this one here, because it's a wider ribbon width, I think it's about, I'm not sure how many, I think it's about 2 centimetres, half an inch. I just made it so it just sat really nice on the side of the card, just to give it that little bit extra. And this is the pink one. This is as far as I'm going to go with the pink, just to show you what it looks like with the satin ribbon. And I think you can tell the difference with them, how different a look you can get. Now I'll try this. I need my scissors. Just reach across and get my scissors. Sorry about that. I'll just cut off a little bit. And again, I've only cut a little piece off this time. So you make a loop with your ribbon, right over left or left over right, and for me I've put left over right because I'm left-handed. You make a loop with this side of the ribbon that's over, tuck it under the loop you've made, keeping firm hold of it. You pull the opposite side to form, that's what I did before, I didn't This, I find this is going to be a bit, hold on, there we are. Right, I'm happy with that now. So now I'll make this a little bit bigger, form a rabbit ear, put it through the other rabbit's ear, pull, keep and hold of that, tighten this side up so it sits nice and flat, and then form another rabbit's ear, pull that through, hold it here, pull that tight so it's the width of the ribbon, and you can see, can you see? And it's just a case of doing that until you're happy with what you've got. Tighten that up so it's the width of the ribbon. Hold it. I must admit I've never used this ribbon before to do this, and it is a bit, it's that soft, it's very, very slippery and difficult to hold, but I just wanted to show you how to, the different materials you can use. I haven't tried it with the very fine lace, and I think I might give that a go. So there you see how that looks. I'll just show you how I finish off. What I usually do is I usually actually make a little knot. Well, not a knot, just join them together, and then I position them so that it looks very much like the pattern that you get, and then I turn it over and I get one of these glue dots. I'm cutting this in half because it's quite big, and I just put a bit on that side, wrap this over it so it'll secure it, and then just snip off the ends, and that'll sit nicely on a card as an embellishment, and I will decorate that. I'm hoping you can see it. If you have any questions, please do leave a message at the end of this tutorial, and I will get back to you. But it's so easy to do, and as you can see, it looks really effective on a card, or even on this. When you do altered art, it'd look really nice on the side of a book. So I hope you've enjoyed today's tutorial. As I said, if you've got any questions, just please ask, leave a message at the end of this tutorial, and thank you so much for watching today. Bye bye.